Hello everyone, welcome back to the Reaper Podcast. Sorry for that little hiccup and sorry for the late start, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about E3, the demos that have come out, just a bunch of stuff. And I'm telling you what, I applaud everybody that went to E3. I applaud all the developers at E3. Those guys are just amazing and awesome. How they create games, what types, the gameplay. They really know how to capture an audience. We're going to have Nico on here in a minute to talk a little bit about it, get his opinions. I don't know if he's much of an E3 person, but of course I am. So I cannot wait to discuss this. I cannot wait for, next year and years to come for E3. You never know, you might see me there. So, yeah. I do want to thank everybody I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has subscribed to me and who has followed me on Twitter. YouTube, I have 56 subscribers, and Twitter, I have 700 and like 705 followers, and that is a lot of people. Or no, 704, sorry. And that is a lot of people. And I want to thank every single one of these people that have followed me, that has retweeted my stuff. Apparently, I've got everybody's attention on what I tweeted like a couple days ago. It showed I made the box art for Death Stranding. And it looks similar to Metal Gear Solid V, The Phantom Pain. And that has been blowing up, I mean, like, tremendously. It's unbelievable. And, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I think I'm finally getting around to everybody. I am working on a theory video analyzing E3's Death Stranding and Metal Gear. There's so much in common with this, you guys. And everybody is so hooked on the whole Kojima left. Kojima's doing his own thing. He's done Metal Gear. No, guys, come on. This thing is awesome. It's huge. So, I mean, it's just awesome. I'm sorry, I can't really say more because I want you guys to watch it. I know that's kind of sucky, but I want you guys to watch it to see what I'm getting at and to understand, and of course, I want you to watch it. but yeah, other than that, I want to take a time to the people that was killed through the Orlando shooting. Man, it's hard not to say anything without offending people. It's very hard to do anymore. And in what I'm doing, look, whether you are a different race, a different nationality, whether you like different stuff, or your different lifestyle, there's no reason to go out and do something horrendous as that. That's over the top, and especially within the gaming community and stuff, we're always under fire because of the whole oh, games simulate, killers. No, they don't. You know, um, and I don't know. There's got to be a reason for this. I mean, everybody's pumping out reasons and stuff. There's got to be a reason for it, and if it's not your lifestyle, don't go hating on other people's lifestyles. And I believe we should all be, like we should have all different opinions. Yes, we should disagree with each other. That's what makes society great, is disagreeing. You're able to disagree, and you can disagree with each other. But I think we should do it in a peaceful way, not non-violent way. I disagreed with a lot of people over my course of time being a YouTuber and a Twitter account user. And it always ended in pretty much friendships. It's become awesome to discuss a lot of people with different people. A lot of people with different people. A lot of ideas with different people. And it's awesome, really. It's enlightening, especially with religious aspects as well. It is enlightening to listen to other people's religion, and of course, I have come under fire being a Christian, but everybody takes a step back because I don't say my religion, and that's pretty much, your guys' surprise as well that I am a Christian, but I usually talk to people first and tell them, or I don't tell them, I usually talk to them and stuff, listen to their views and laugh with them a little bit, and then when they come out and ask me, so what do you believe in? And this would be like days, we're friends at this point, and I go, I'm a Christian, and they kind of look at me and they're like, you don't act like you're typical. And I go, oh, you're typical running around Bible thumping people and saying you're all going to a bad place if you don't do as I say. No, I don't do that. I let people follow their own path. My religion path, if people want to know my religion path, they come and ask me. And then I would be like, okay, cool. You sure you want to do this? With me, I don't really care. I don't care. If you come up to me and say, you are a Muslim, or you are a Hindu, if you believe in the Hindu way, if you are a Buddhist, if you are this or that, I don't care. I will be your friend. If you don't like me, if you hate me, okay, that's fine. I'll leave you alone. You go your way, I'll go my way. But I do not believe we should all be hating on each other. And I believe we should be all, we should be kind to one another. Not all lovey-dovey, but be kind. If, say you meet somebody and you're like, I can't be friends with you, Don't sit there and do it in a violent way, I have met a lot of people, a lot of religious people in different religions, different nationalities, different lifestyles, and I'm good friends with them. I'm friends with people that don't believe in the same things I do. I'm good friends and people that don't have the same lifestyle as I do. I mean, I just don't understand why people would be so violent towards it. I understand a lot of people. Ron, you guys heard Ron on my other podcast. Nico. I think both of them don't believe in the same thing I do. One of them, I know the lifestyle, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm honestly, to me, the most greatest friends you have is the ones you don't believe in the same. If that makes sense to you guys. I mean, you guys can like the same things, but to believe in the same belief, it's weird that with me, I can talk to people with different religions. With the same religion, it's like an argument. You know, to me, that's the way I feel. And I've gotten into the deep side of this podcast. Damn, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to ramble on like that. Oh my god, you guys probably think I'm a freak, but honestly, to me, this was a terrorist act. It was claimed as a terrorist act. And that's all it would be. It's not it's not a religious thing. It's not a lifestyle thing. Because this person has been going to this club several times. And it's not like, you know, he's went to it once and he's like, you know. To me, it's a terrorist act. This person was under the radar, was flagged several times by the FBI. And it was a terrorist act. That's all it was. And I'm sad for the friends and family of the shooting. I mean, I couldn't imagine getting a phone call like that. Never. My heart goes out to him. I know it's been a while, but yeah. So let's get into the meat of the project. We are going to talk about E3. This E3, wow, blew my mind, especially with Sony. Sony did it. Sony, you guys, bravo. Rob fucking oh, man. Those guys know how to rock it. I think that's Nico wanting to buzz in. Man. Okay, Nico can't make it on the podcast. Something came up, so he apologizes, everybody. He said something came up, he can't make it, so Nico, hey man, you know, it's cool, can't make it, so I'll just be flying solo again. He'll be there for next week's, he says, so so Nico will be on here next week's, which that's fine. So he says he'll be here next week, and he's sorry. Dang it, but then word. So, and what's funny is everybody. I mean, with Xbox, you know, coming out going, we're going to have this new Xbox and everything else. And then Sony's like, we're not going to reveal the PlayStation, the new one. We're just going to do our own thing. And dude, they came out with the orchestra. Oh my god, dude. That was pretty badass. I do want to talk about this whole thing with Kojima. Something is amiss, and there's clues to it. Especially the way he walked the interviews. I mean, the first interview, he was like, he didn't really say anything, and blah, 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 blah. And then he revealed it, and then he is like, singing like a jailbird. He was singing. But not too much. Death Stranding to me is like PT. Do I think it's the next Metal Gear game? No. Um, you see, there was Ground Zeroes. It's an intermission. It's an intermission game, demo, short game, whatever. But it's an intermission. You have Ground Zeroes and you have intermission, which is PT. PT is not Silent Hills, you guys. If it was Silent Hills, I cannot pronounce his name. Guillermo del Toro, or whatever. I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. And Kojima would say PT Silent Hills. They are calling it PT, and that's that. Kojima expressed he wants to do Silent Hills. Or Silent Hill. And the thing is, with the S on the end, is not Silent Hill. You know, if you take Silent Hill, you cannot change the name. You can add stuff to it, like a number, a different title on the end of it, you know. Like Silent Hill Downpour, Silent Hill Homecoming. But you can't just like Silent Hills, you know. You can't do that. I think that's why Kojima. It's a rug over our heads. That's why he put the S in the end, because you can't do that. You know, it's trademarked as Silent Hill, not Silent Hills. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. And reasons is because when you want to do a cover album and you don't have the rights to it, you can change the words. Meaning you can change, I think you can pretty much change the title, and you can change the words in it. I mean, that's pretty much the same thing as what Kojima did. But I do believe PT is intermission. It's connected to Metal Gear, and there's plenty of connections in it. And if you guys didn't figure out that PT, they did a teaser for that. Why did they did a teaser for PT? Why? They did a teaser trailer for a playable demo that was for a game. Does that make any sense? Sorry for that. I had to think for a moment. But PT, I mean, think about it. You know, why did they? And in the PT trailer, I'm trying to find it. In the beginning, it says tactical espionage action. Why would Kojima put that in there if it was for Silent Hills? Kind of strange, don't you think? Do I think Death Stranding is a Metal Gear title? No. I don't believe it's a Metal Gear title. It might be, but I don't believe it's that. I do believe that it is a intermission title, like PT. PT was a playable teaser, a playable demo that you could play over and over and over. Death Stranding could be a short game. Kojima expressed that he wanted to make short games, not necessarily big games, but short. PT was pretty much a short game. It was a demo. I wouldn't say it was a demo. I'd say it was a short game. But it is intrigued, and I cannot wait if Kojima, if he's going to show more of this at Tokyo Game Show or something, or if he's gonna wait next year. But it's kind of weird that Ground Zeroes comes out, PT comes out, then the Phantom Pain, and I think it was like before the Phantom Pain they stopped PT. You know, they took it off, and then the Phantom Pain comes out. So I think that's just, you know, I think Death Stranding is like a short game that's gonna come out, and then when that comes out, the next game of Metal Gear is gonna come out. If he goes on this path, it's not entirely. I don't know. I'd say it'd be like a short game or a short demo that will come out, and then a new Metal Gear will be shown, and Kojima will be supposedly working on Death Stranding, and then it'll come out, Death Stranding will be cancelled because of something, and then Metal Gear will come out, and then it will be like, you know, like he's had his plan all along or whatnot. But I do believe Kojima. Could Kojima have his own studio? Yeah, he's always had his own studio. In LA, they gave him that Konami LA and everything else. They gave it to him. Not to mention, you know, Kojima Productions, they changed it to Kojima Productions, and it was in LA. Kojima ran it. Kojima was vice president. Now, that was pretty much it. You know, Kojima probably told Konami, look, I want, you know, I want the independent studio. And they probably said, fine, as long as you produce games for us. You know, I mean, look at Platinum Games and Metal Gear Rising. I mean, Konami and Platinum Games, that was a badass game. Now, especially with Kojima disbanding Zone of the Enders, he disbanded them for a reason, because he knew that they were going to go through this whole process. And I'm not talking about the debacle, I'm talking about the whole process of rebranding, which is what they're doing. Konami rebranded Kojima Productions. They gave him a studio. This is the reason why they don't want to reveal the studio or where its location is. The reason why is because he knows that that people will get it, or they'll start snooping and be like, "Oh, Konami bought that place," or, you know, or it's right next to Konami. You know, that's weird. Stuff like that. But onward. Enough about that. I'll leave more to it in my theory video. I do want to express that God of War is back. Oh my god, dude, that was epic as shit, man. I mean, when Kratos walked out, and then when they did the gameplay, it's like, oh my god, this is so badass. And after, oh, okay, I've got 5 minutes here. I've expressed too much. But I'm actually going to come back and I'm going to talk a little bit more, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. Had to take a little bit of break, had to readjust. Um, Sorry about that. But with all the E3 news and everything else, with all my bitching about the Resident Evil series, it looks like I played the demo, which you guys will be seeing shortly. Um, the To me, it was like PT-ish. You know, you can do anything on that. You know what I mean? That's like PT, except for picking up objects, um, and interacting and stuff, which is what you do with this. To me, it didn't have a Resident Evil feel. It had a horror game feel, yes. It went back to its horror roots. But is this demo and everything going to be what the game is? Because I did theorize that it was it felt like a Hills Have Eyes and Leatherface feel, because like you're in this house and it's like it's dark in the house, but from what little bit there's light shining through, and it reminds me of that, you know, like a ran down family hillbilly, um, not right horror setting. That's what it felt like, and like I was kind of right. So I don't know what they're going to play into this. Resident Evil is about zombies, so I don't know what the whole hillbilly killing family is about. About the corporation umbrella and all that. So I don't know if they're reinventing the franchise. Not. I don't know, or I kind of have a seeking suspicion it's what I've been thinking about as a horror book. I do have I do have to say that in all of light, um, my book concept is a family. You know, the guy works at a lab for a company, military company, and his daughter passed away, and he's working on a formula to bring bioweapons, to bring people back from the dead, and they act normal, and then all of a sudden they turn zombies and kill everybody, and then they just die. Um, but he was working on the formula to revive people and not to be a bioweapon, and he accidentally injects his daughter with the wrong serum, and she becomes a zombie, kinda, and he has her hidden and stuff like that. I mean, that's my horror take. I mean, there's more to it than that, but that's my horror take on the whole zombie thing. If they're gonna go that way, because we're talking about their son, if the family's not right or something like that, I don't know. To me, when they said they're going back to the roots, I was assuming they were going to go back to the Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 route. You know, like Umbrella, Zombie, Apocalypse. Fuck, you know. That was my take on it, but apparently they're just, I don't know what they're doing with this. It's weird. But, I mean, it was a pretty good horror game. Other than that, Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I cannot wait for that to come out. It looks fresh, man. I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I cannot wait to see and play. You know, what else? Bethesda. Oh my God, coming out with Fallout stuff straight from the gate. It's pretty badass. I liked it, especially with the mannequins, which I almost thought about writing to them about that. Like, man, if you're gonna turn this into Skyrim, you know, put some mannequins in it so you know people can display their clothing and stuff like that. Because I do collect, like, in these type of games, I'm a collector of Pacific weapons. You know, like unique weapon, like the unique weapons you get off of legendary characters or whatever. I hawk them because that's money. But when it comes to like legendary stuff or unique items in the game that you get and you cannot re-get, you know, I do collect those stuff like that. So I'm glad. Sorry about that. Ooh. So I'm glad they're actually putting weapon racks and stuff like that in the game, so you can display that or whatnot. So, because like I do have a batch of regular weapons and I do have a batch of legendary weapons. So, cannot wait for that to show up, especially with more building stuff, Fallout. I cannot wait. Elevators, stuff like that. I'm like, yay! Yay, elevators. 'Cause I fucking hate stairs, man. I hate them. Especially when you gotta redesign and everything else. So, I had a long list of E3 games I was gonna say, and I cannot think of any now. So I've said those. But man, oh, and Final Fantasy, oh my god, that is looking so freaking fresh, man. Wow. Pimpin'. I cannot wait. So if E3 being the way it was, man, it was just phenomenal. I did try to enter tickets to go, and I didn't win, which it was a bummer for me, but I was actually glad because my financial stability, I could not afford it. So I'd be like borrowing money. Like, I need to borrow money, you know. I'd borrow a lot of money just to go, and then I'd be like broke and owe my ass to a bank or something. But it'd be worth it. It'd be totally worth it, you know. But man, I do want to address, I hope this gets out, the Metal Gear community. Guys, come on. Look, with me being a Metal Gear person, like, I thrive for Metal Gear. Any ending, any outcome, any item, dude, I am on it and I am getting it. I mean, it's taking me longer with this one because they're coming out with a bunch of shit. And it's like, ow, you know. Because I'll be like, I'm all caught up. Oh, yes, I'm all caught up. And then they release a bunch of stuff, and it's like, you kidding me, man? I just got caught up. But Metal Gear is my all-time favorites. And it has saved me from depression and going out of control. Video games always had, but especially Metal Gear. Metal Gear to me has morals that a lot of people should take up and learn from Metal Gear. I'm going to go deep again, you guys, so Metal Gear has brought me and my father close because he is a James Bond fan, and it's like James Bond, and it's military and stuff like that. He pretty much, you know, he does not like video games. So when it comes to Metal Gear and war games and flying games, he's all for it. He thinks it's pretty cool. like he don't even play Metal Gear, and he knows the lore and stuff like that. So when it was funny when they announced that David Hayter would not be voicing my own father, that never played the game. He's seen cutscenes, but has never played the game. He was like pissed that Hayter was. Yeah, he's like, what? You know, he's like, no. He was pissed. You know, he liked Kiefer Sutherland, but he was pretty pissed off. So, and I was kind of too, because I thought it was a dick move, but really it was a brilliant move, because that's Big Snake. It's not Big Boss or any other people. So I am glad that went down. Also, Metal Gear has saved my life many times with depression. Many times. I do feel like that I'm not worth anything. I feel like, why am I even here? I pop in Metal Gear or something, you know. My father went to war. My mother and father broke up. Me being jumped. Moving. My ex being pregnant and dumping. You know, I thought we was going to have a family. Dumping me on Valentine's Day. A lot of that stuff played a pivotal role in me playing Metal Gear, because every time something like that would happen, I'd play Metal Gear. It's like my morals readjust and everything else, and I don't feel sad anymore. And then I'm like, okay, this is what needs to be done. You know, you need to get out of this funk. And when that happens, dude, I'm total different. I'm the same person again. I'm not, you know. It's helped me, and honestly, it's helped me to connect with all of you guys. And I would be nothing without any of you. Nothing. I would be just an idiot on YouTube and Twitter. So, man. I do want to announce that I do have a store up. It's in the link description below in my YouTube videos, my newest ones. I do have a store up for trying to get it out there, but I'm going to do more new stuff. I might reduce some of the stuff, but I've got a bulk of stuff and ideas to release for my 100th subscriber. I'm thinking about when I get 100 subscribers, I will do Draw My Life. I will draw my whole entire life up until now, and I will release a t-shirt, so you guys can, if you guys want to buy, you know, if you don't want to buy, it's cool. But it would help me out in the long run. When I release this merchandise, it's for my equipment that I need to go out, if when I get big, to go to the conventions, you know, this will help me in the long run. So yeah, you know, if you guys could check it out, you don't have to buy anything. I would greatly appreciate you buying stuff. If you guys want to know codes, there is codes. I haven't really checked up on the codes lately, but to get, you know, stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. A lot of stuff that's been happening in my life that's getting better and better. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end this episode because I'm rambling on and I'm trying to come up with things to say. But next week we'll have Nico back, and I won't be rambling like an idiot. So, oh, by the way, Low Roar, there. those guys actually liked my tweet about the connection with the Metal Gear and their album, stuff like that. So that was pretty exciting. Thank you guys for liking my tweet, and I'm pretty sure we get the message of what's to come. So thank you guys for listening to my podcast, and if you guys missed this, or if you guys are catching at the end of this or whatever, don't worry. I do keep my newest ones on there. I'm thinking about keeping it 2 weeks. If you guys want to listen back to any of my podcasts, they'll be re-uploaded every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. I'll be putting them in a playlist, so you guys can listen to them all in a row. So, and every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm on this podcast. Either by myself, Nico usually comes on because he is a nerd like me. Blake is usually sometimes coming on. Ron, every once in a while he'll come on. He's been wanting me to do a roast, but really there's nothing, I don't know. I don't know what to roast him about. It sucks. Because they roast me, but like, with me not being as good as a roaster, dude, I don't know, because I'm always afraid of being a dick and like saying the wrong thing. Like, I'm trying to be funny and roasting and be like, ha ha ha, and they'd be like, dude, that's a dick move, man. And it's like, yeah, sorry, I'm not very good at roasting, so if I don't reply back to you, Ron or Nico, it's because I can't. I'm trying to think of something and I can't do it. So you guys win. So thank you guys for listening to this podcast, and I will see all y'all next time.
Ha 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 ha!